4 months ago, we started the renovations on this little brick house that we purchased to completely renovate and resell. This house has transformed so much already the last few months, but we still have a lot of work ahead of us before this house is ready to sell. In today's episode, we share all of the exciting progress that has happened at the flip house the last few weeks: a new roof, wall texture, paint, doors, lights, and more. We are getting closer to having rooms completely finished and getting closer to this house becoming a beautiful home. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode in this home renovation series here at the Little Brick House. The last couple of weeks, there have been a lot of changes happening here at the house, and one of the biggest changes, which I'm sure you can notice, is that we now officially have lights in the whole house, which is so exciting. So much has happened. The new roof is on the house. We have lights, we have plugins, switches. The walls were textured and painted, the ceilings painted, the interior doors are painted, hung, the new handles are on those doors. Just so much progress has happened. So in this video, you'll get to see all of that progress, the whole process of all of that happening over the last few weeks. And then at the end of the video, I'll walk you through the house as usual and show you where we're at currently in this renovation. So we'll start the video off with the footage of the old roof getting removed and the new roof and fascia getting installed. This roof was very old. There was some shingles coming off and a few small sections of rotting wood. Most of the old fascia was rotting, so that got replaced as well, and a new roof put on the house. It looks so much better and adds a lot of value to this house. Okay, so now Jalen is going to start painting the entire interior of the house. Starting off with the ceiling, he's just using a basic flat ceiling paint and spraying that onto every ceiling of the house, and then he'll come back and primer and paint the walls. And the whole house did get new texture. Here's a peek at that, just with them adding new drywall and patching so many spots everywhere. They were going to be having to retexture so much of the house. They just decided to do the entire house so that all of the texture would match on the walls and the ceilings. We're so glad that we invested in this paint sprayer last year. We've used it on so many projects at our house, and now Jalen's using it to paint the flip house, and we'll use it on many projects in the future. It's a really good quality paint sprayer. We would highly recommend if you're looking for one. We purchased this roller from Lowe's that you put your tape and your plastic on, and then you can just roll the tape and the plastic together onto the wall or the ceiling at whatever you're painting. It makes it so much easier. We're not sure why we didn't get this a long time ago, but that made it go so much faster when Jalen was trying to plastic the ceiling so that he could paint the walls. He could just run that tape and plastic along the ceiling, and then you can just fold out the plastic. If you're going to do a lot of painting, we would would highly recommend getting one of those. So the wall color that we ended up choosing for the house is Pale Oak by Benjamin Moore. I originally thought we would just paint the walls in the house white, but we decided that we wanted there to be a little bit of a contrast between the walls and the white ceiling, the white trim and doors. And I love that the Pale Oak color is like half tan, half gray, so you just get this nice light grayish color on your walls. And once the lights get installed and the lights are shining down on it, it looks even more beautiful. So we were hoping to have this house finished by June, but things are just taking longer than we thought they would, and we got a phone call the other day that our windows have been delayed until July. They were supposed to be delivered and installed second week of May, but now they're saying they won't be delivered until July, which is so discouraging. But this whole process is just a learning experience. This is our first time renovating a house to resell, and so we have learned so much that will apply to our next flip house if we ever do one. That's something that we go back and forth about. Some days it can be so stressful, and then some days we love it and are excited to keep flipping houses, so it varies, but I think we're just getting anxious to get this house finished and get it on the market. But it's a process that can just take a while, and we're learning a lot along the way.
Clean them up. On this outside, I may have to take oscillating tool to get this caulking off, but what I'm just worried about getting is like all this spackling.
When they textured the walls, they got the texture on the couple of door frames that we left in the doorways, so we gotta get this all scraped off.
It's not hard to come off. It just takes time.
Okay. I can do it while you're hanging doors. The first door is hung, and now he just has to take it off and paint it, and then we can hang it back up with the black hinges. Jalen is working at hanging the interior doors. We bought all of these doors from Lowe's, and before he can paint them, he has to get them all hung up, make sure that they don't need to be trimmed or sanded, because you want to do all of that before you paint the doors. You also want to cut the holes for the hinges and all of that before you paint them, and so we just had to hang them up, make sure that they fit and everything, and then he's going to cut the holes for the hinges on the slab doors that we bought. The doors that are pre-hung in the frames obviously already have the holes for the hinges and everything, so those are much easier to install. We only got a couple of those, and then for the other doors we just bought slab doors to put in the frames that were already in the doorways. But Jalen said if he could do it over again, he would have bought all pre-hung doors that were already hanging in frames. It's only a little bit more expensive, and it makes it so much easier instead of trying to reuse the old frames and hanging in a slab door, because you have to try and get everything straight, and it's just way more of a process. So pre-hung doors make it a lot easier. So to cut the holes for the hinges on the slab doors, he's just using this hinge mate. This made cutting the holes for the hinges quick and easy. I had to head back home, so Kyle was helping Jalen with these doors. He's such a big helper and he loves whenever he gets to work with his daddy. So those matte black hinges that Jalen was putting on the door, I bought from Amazon. I think I bought them in like a pack of 20. It might have been 18 or 20, I don't remember. But they are the Amazon Basics brand and they're a really good price and really good quality hinges. So I will put the link for them down below. We got those for all of the doors in the house. And I do also want to add, everything you're seeing in this video was filmed over the course of a few weeks. Towards the end of this video, a lot of that work we did in 2 days. We just worked like 2 full days down here at the flip house, but a lot of this is just different days of work throughout the course of like 2 weeks, and there's so much progress happening in this video. It was so much footage. This video could have been twice or maybe even 3 times longer than it is. I cut down a lot of this footage and probably could have made it into 2 different videos, but I just decided to put it all in one video so that it would just be jam-packed full of a lot of progress happening here at the flip house. We decided to do folding doors for this closet in the main bedroom, and then the second closet in the main bedroom will just be a regular door. We almost did a barn door there, but in the end we decided to just do a regular door, and then we are doing a barn door in the second bedroom. It will be a stained barn door and it's just going to be a really awesome accent against the back wall. Jalen has worked so hard at this house the last few weeks, painting doors, painting walls, doing electrical work, installing lights. He's just been working really hard to make some progress down here, and he's done such an amazing job on the house. So this is the paint that he's using to paint the doors, and it's also the paint that we'll use on the trim. It's just a basic bright white semi-gloss paint from Lowe's. When you're painting a house for the walls, usually you want to go with an eggshell finish. That's what we did in our house and in this house. And then for your ceilings, you'll do a flat finish. And then for doors and trims, you do a semi-gloss finish. Okay, so we took a quick trip to Lowe's to return one of the doors we didn't use and to also pick up supplies for the flip house, some electrical items, switches, plug-ins, all of those types of things. The week before, I had gone into floor and decor, so I just went ahead and put that footage here. I was there to pick out the tile for the bathroom in the flip house. I ended up picking out this hexagon tile for the bathroom floor. The penny tile is for the shower floor, and then the large white tiles is for the shower wall. I love this combination of tiles. I think it's going to make for a really beautiful bathroom. So we wood puttied all of the nail holes on the door frames, and then also on the door frames that were already in the house when we bought it. Those ones had quite a few little holes that we had to fill with wood putty, and then we had to take sanding blocks to the door frames, and then we could paint them. I painted 2 coats of paint on all of these door frames. It was quite a long job. It took me a long time. I cut this footage way down, and I did just shut off the camera after a while because it was taking so long. I was like, I'm not just gonna leave the camera running. This is kind of boring to watch. There's just so many different little things when you're renovating a house that take so much time. We started this day off thinking, oh, we'll head down to the flip house and we'll hang up all of the doors. We got there and remembered, oh yeah, the door frames aren't painted yet. We have to fill in all of these nail holes, wait for those to dry, sand them down, paint them. We actually didn't end up getting time to hang the doors on this day. Jalen still had to paint the main area of the house, and then he did all of the electrical work, and then we installed the doors on the next day. Jalen is working at painting the main area of the house. He hadn't painted that yet because he wanted to paint the doors out here in the main area along the wall, and so he just waited to paint that until the doors were done. So while he's doing that, I'm painting the second coat of paint onto all of these door frames, and then once I finish that, I'm going to start doing some cleanup. When you're doing a renovation, things can get messy really quickly. There is just pieces of wood and tools and trash and plastic and paintbrushes and so much stuff just all over the place on the floor. Jalen is starting to install all of the plugins, the switches, the can lights, so that means that we can leave the electricity on now all of the time, which means that we can have AC in the house, which is going to be really nice while we're working down here. If you remember a few episodes back, we did put a new AC unit beside the house. There used to be a swamp cooler on the roof, which is why there was some rotting wood up on the roof, because that old swamp cooler was leaking. The new AC works really great, and it's nice to have that on while we're down at the house. So these little can lights we got from Lowe's. If I can find a link for them, I'll link them down below. We've got some of them in our house as well. Okay, now for the reveal. He just turned on the breaker and we're going to turn on the lights. Ta-da!
I like the 4-inch. They're very...
I do. It looks really good. We still have to paint the brick down here. I'm just going to roll it and use a brush, but these lights look amazing. Gives the room a whole new look. Once I was done cleaning up, I just went around the rooms and set a new plug-in cover in front of all of the plugins that Jalen had to switch, and then a new switch and a new switch cover in front of all of those switches. Just made it a little bit quicker for him, and then he didn't have to carry around the whole box full of each item. You're just seeing a few little clips of him installing all of this in the house, but it took a long time, several hours. Just something as small as this can take a really long time. Okay, so all of the lighting is installed in the house, and we officially now have lights in the flip house. As you can see, we were about 3 cans short. We thought that we had counted for enough lights when we purchased them at Lowe's, but apparently we were 3 short, so he wasn't able to install the last 3 cans. But now we are just getting all of these doors hung, the closet doors, the bedroom doors, and then we'll install the handles. Kwikset sent over all of the handles and locks for the flip house, so a big thank you to them. We used Kwikset handles and locks in our home and we love them, so we're excited to be able to put these in the flip house as well. These are the Halifax square lever handles in the matte black color. These are the exact same ones that we have in our house. We just decided to go with the exact same ones again just because we love them so much. So they do have a couple different kinds of these. They have ones that are made for hall and closet. These ones don't have a lock on them, and you'll see when we put the ones on the bedrooms, those do have the little push lock on the inside of the handle. And then we also do have ones that have a lock with a key for the exterior doors. So these are fully reversible levers. They can be installed on both right-handed and left-handed doors, and these are so easy to install. He installed these in just a couple of minutes and they're just such good quality. We would highly recommend. This Hunter ceiling fan is the same one that we have in our bedroom. We really love it. It's the most affordable priced matte black modern looking ceiling fan that I could find, so I'll put a link for it down below. We got one for the main bedroom here at the flip house and then also the second bedroom as well. So that is the end of today's episode, but before I end this video, I'm going to walk you through the house, just kind of give you an overview of everything that got done in this video, show you where we're at this point in the renovation. Okay, so we did clean up quite a bit yesterday, but there still is more cleanup to do. We want to put some of this stuff away and also get the shop vac and vacuum all of the floors in here. There's so much drywall dust still everywhere. But here's an overview of the main area. We realized as Jalen was installing the can lights that we were 3 cans short. We're not quite sure how that happened because we had counted, like double counted before we left, but somehow we were 3 short. But it's just so exciting to see all of this come together. Love how the wall color turned out, especially now that the lights are shining down on it. It was just the perfect tan gray color. The garage is kind of our storage area right now. It's a little bit of a disaster in here, but it's okay. We have to have an area like this where we can just store stuff. This is the fridge, which will stay in the box until the kitchen cabinets are installed. This is all of the paint for the exterior of the house. We've got the microwave back here, the concrete for self-leveling the floor when we go to do flooring, all of the tile for the bathroom, the stove for the kitchen. This is the little laundry area for a washer and dryer with cabinets. I got some questions about where the laundry room is. So here it is, here in the garage. I did show this in the empty house tour, but I just wanted to show it again because I was getting some questions. So we've got a leftover door frame over there, just different tools, and yeah, the garage is just the storage area right now. So now I'm standing back by the front door just to give you a look from this area. This hallway used to be so dark, and look how bright it is now with this light wall color, the new can lights, the white doors. Love these handles. It's the exact same ones that we have in our house from Kwikset. Got the black hinges. Now these doors just need to be trimmed out, but we can't do any trim in the house until the flooring goes in, and the flooring can't go in until the kitchen goes in. The kitchen cabinets are getting delivered next week, so stay tuned for that. We just continued the same wall color onto the brick over here, but you can still see where the little wall was up against this brick. So we're going to have to do some work to this area a little bit, fill in these holes, and then probably just roll the paint on just to be sure that it gets on nice and thick, because this other brick already had several coats of paint on it. Okay, so we'll walk back in the addition. All the can lights are installed in here. It's all painted. Now this room just needs new windows, new back door, trim, flooring, all of that. It's got all of the new plugins and switches, and I am going to have to take a roller to this brick as well. He sprayed this 3 times, but it's still just going to have a roller with like a wide nap rolled over it. We're gonna replace this door with like a French patio door. Over here on this side will be the dining room area. All of the can lights are in over there as well. So turning back around into the main area, straight ahead is the kitchen. We've already got the stove, the fridge, the microwave, all of that is stored out in the garage. We're just waiting for our cabinets, which are supposed to be delivered on Monday, and then we can start piecing this kitchen together. And I need to pick out some pendant lights to hang over the island. So straight ahead, you can see those brand new doors. We still need to clean and paint all of the vents, and then also I'm going to give this front door a makeover hopefully next week. Here's how the living room area is looking, and we'll head back the hallway. Quickly glance at the bedrooms before ending this video. That paint sprayer that we have does such an amazing job. All of these doors are so smooth. Love the new handles. There's how that's looking. Okay. I just love how this wall color looks. We almost went with just plain white walls, but we decided we wanted a little bit of a contrast, so I feel like this pale oak color is just perfect. The bathroom is nice and bright now that we've got all the lights in here. We still do need to order a vanity light, but I had already showed you earlier all of the tile for the bathroom. Stay tuned. I'm hoping that in the month of May I can post that bathroom makeover video. So over here in the second bedroom, lights on there. So this door right here is the bathroom door. We're not going to put that on the bathroom until he's done with all of the tile work and we get the vanity in there and everything. Here's how the little closet looks with a light. I still do have to paint that brick with a roller, but this room is looking so good and bright. Such a transformation from how it looked before. And we still have a few more handles to put on the door, but now we'll head over to the main bedroom. This frame is painted, the door's installed, hinges, the handles. You can see just how shiny and smooth that finish on the door is. So the ceiling fan is hung in here, and we still have one more ceiling fan to put over in the second bedroom. This is the same one that we have in our bedroom in our house, and we really love it. This brick wall is still not painted because I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do with it. This is where the bed's going to go, up against the wall. So I just want this to kind of be an accent. We've got this closet door on over here. No handle yet because Jalen has to cut the hole in this door for the handle. And on this side, these folding doors are installed. We just have to put the little handles on here now. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. So much progress has happened this week and will continue to happen in the next couple of weeks. We were hoping to have this house done by June, but now our windows are delayed again, so we shall see. But stay tuned if you want to continue seeing this house transform, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye.